we're at the point now where we are getting what we wanted. The Las Vegas Raiders received nearly $20 million in cap space. You know, I gotta give it to Dave Ziegler. First of all, there's a whole aspect of, you know, bringing in the talent you want, drafting the players you want. Obviously, he traded for Devontae Adams. He brought in Chandler Jones. All that stuff. That's great. I'm very, very excited for it. But it's this little stuff like this. You talk about having guys like Corey Littleton and Carl Nassib and making them as June 1st cuts. You know, I think with both of those, they saved a total of something crazy, like almost $20 million. So now they've got over $20 million in cap space. You're sitting at a place where, okay, you're not in training camp yet. You can still bring in an experienced veteran. Of course, there's the question of, okay, what do they want to do with that? Do they want to go the route of Ndamukong Suh, which, I mean, I have been on the table for it. I felt like you definitely could have worse people on your team. Ndamukong Suh's got a lot of good things going for him. He's won a Super Bowl with the Bucs. I think he could be a huge, big-time leader in the middle of that defense. But overall, at the same time, I mean, there's people in our comment section, you know, Riley Reiff for right tackle, or go get a right tackle. You know, Riley Reiff, I don't know. I love that guy. He really balled out for the Vikings, you know, his last year in Minnesota there, but you know, I have my questions. If you get him down, you talk him at a cheap enough contract. He's actually very serviceable. He's actually a really good right tackle, and a really good player for that matter. But I think if you get him in the right way and are able to get him for the right amount of money, I mean, yeah, I love it. But now the Raiders are in a spot where, okay, they've got $20 million, and they're in a spot where you could probably bring one, maybe two semi-expensive veterans on to help shore up some needs. Now, what are the needs? Well, I think the Raiders got better in so many different ways this offseason. We talk about the additions of a D-line, Bilal Nichols. We talk about Neil Farrell Jr. drafting that, him and Matt Butler coming out of Tennessee as well. We talk about bringing Jayon Brown over from the Tennessee Titans, Rock Ya-Sin in the corner room. You got, you know, Anthony Averett, guys. You got, also, Duron Harmon. And I honestly, there was so much more. Trayvon Mullen Jr., like, you could go on for days. The point is, they got a lot better, but there are still a couple of needs. Along the offensive line, I'm still kind of questioning, do you start Andre James? Do you put in Dylan Parham immediately at center and let this man do his thing? I don't know. It's kind of a tough question, but overall, I think the Raiders are in a good spot with their offensive line. I would like to see a better starting right tackle. Maybe have Alex Leatherwood earn it a little bit. He did struggle at times last year, so I don't know. I think it would be one of those things where you would really want the man to have the opportunity to compete with somebody else. But overall, I think that the Raiders are in a position where, they've got the $20 million in cap space. I think they should, in my mind, I would be more prone to maybe signing two big-time players as opposed to one, because I just feel like, honestly, it would make more sense. Ndamukong Suh, Riley Reiff, hopefully they're able to make that happen. If not, I understand. But I mean, I think there's a possibility here. You could get a guy like Ndamukong Suh for $10 million, maybe Riley Reiff for $6 million, and still have enough room to work with, or something like that. So the point is, and by the way, I think they have like $22 million in cap space, so it's not just 20. So overall, and that's according to Spot Rec from last night, I believe. So there's a lot to work with here with the Raiders, with those two post-June 1st cuts, and it clears up some cap space, and we'll do some big-time stuff for them, and I think they're in a great spot moving forward. But let us know what you guys think. The Las Vegas Raiders received nearly $20 million in cap space. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. Greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the Las Vegas Raiders receiving nearly $20 million in cap space and are looking to make some moves.